Let's go live while I'm doing this. As it is 7 o'clock, well, yeah, I'm running late. Good morning, everybody. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com in my unicorn PJs with my horn on, my strap on. So, I saw Katie yesterday, and this is a present, some unicorn PJs matching mine. And her present for me was this unicorn strap on. Can you believe we've got each other unicorn stuff? That's funny. Hey Tim, hey Christine, hey Linda, hey Arabella, hey oh no, you're still Timothy. How is everybody today? Are you good? So it's a little bit small. I think it's meant to be for children. But why do the children have all the best stuff? I mean, sometimes they have the best outfits. You can get like superhero outfits as pajamas and stuff like that. They just have the best stuff. Thank you. They're cool PJs, aren't they? Unfortunately, the materials, it's like really nylon-y. My other ones aren't like that. I got Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Go within and relax. I've got today. I am going to be having a relaxing day today, for sure. Handshake. Write and get what I want. Handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important. I'm going to go out tonight. Interesting. So, I had my massage yesterday, and that's when I saw Katie. She came along. But I also had it at my ex's place, and he refreshed my tattoo. Oh, he did the outline again, and there was a bit that I kicked off, so it's looking a lot stronger. I'll just pin out to pick some flowers. There we go. One pink and two white. Good morning. Have you got your unicorn PJs on, Katie? And your horn? Let's get some cards out. I woke up late, so I'm not very prepared for this. Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. I enjoyed that. Stayed for dinner. We had a good talk. Talked about how it's not okay for men not to talk to each other and then load it all on women. And I said, it's not all right to do that. And that's why you're feeling lost now your mum's gone. What do you talk to your friends about? It's like, not about anything. We just talk about having fun and stuff like that. Taking drugs. Oh, we almost slept through work. Yeah, I almost did. I woke up half an hour ago. Got back at 10. That's late for me. I'm usually fast asleep by 10. Thanks, Arabella. So as usual, I'm going to get cards out for the collective. Like that. And I'm going to... What else am I going to do? Oh yeah, mini reads. If you want one from your higher self, then just click. It's by donation, so just click the super sticker, super chat, or check out that pinned comment because there's a PayPal link in there as well that you can also donate. Got a question for it? Then you can put a Q at the front of your comment so I can find it easily. Posted 2 memes of unicorns on Facebook. Yeah, we did. We had a good talk, Katie. Not just about that. But also, and he was saying, how things have changed. It's like now the women are doing okay and the men aren't doing okay anymore, like financially, I'm talking about here. And let's take this out. And I said, well, do you realise why the women are doing better now? I said, because we're strong. He's like, yeah, you're strong. Men think we're strong and we pretend to be strong and we're stronger here if we have, like, the more women that we have, we're stronger and stuff like that. It's like, but we're not really strong. And I said, no, and you know why we're strong? We're strong because we've had it so hard and we've had to fight all the time. But we're strong because we talk to each other too. And you guys, you've got to start doing that. So we had to talk like that, but we also had to talk about us too, and he gets it now. He gets it, so that's good. The Sentinel. Good morning, Marge and Kelly. Timothy, most men in the USA feel it necessary for the women to come home from work, deal with the kids and dinner so they can relax as they worked all day. Yeah, crazy, right? Because looking after kids is so tiring. Maria, an emotional day. Oh, the blunt way of you finally realizing. Good job, Maria. Good job. Thank you, Heather. The Sentinel, let's see. We'll get around to you soon, Heather. I want to read this Sentinel card because I see it as a messenger. When it comes out in my readings, I always feel like it's a really strong messenger coming in. Within the world you dwell in, a storm is brewing. Oh no. It's visible to many so far, and most are completely unaware of its approach. They no longer notice the fall and rise of the air about them, the tightening of the pressure, or the release of the rain, for they dwell within their glass towers and no longer feel a part of the elements and the dance between them. But you do, Seeker. You're aware that there's a force gathering. What its outcome will be, how it will break, and what it will do are still mysteries. But you can prepare for this storm approaching. Others will not listen. Others will see you as negative or fearful when you inform them of what you're preparing for. I wouldn't say that we have to be negative or fearful of it, but aware, for sure. Regardless, prepare anyway. Watch and take care of what it is you need to do. There's nothing to be fearful of. It's simply advanced knowledge of a storm. Storms can damage, or they can pass by overhead and clear the air. It's wise to prepare. The sentinel of the skies, this dragon being, has come to you. You're invited now to see things from his magical perspective, to go high above the buildings and the everyday and see the implications of the change that's coming. This gift of foresight from the friends of the Kitsune will see you well prepared for the gathering storm and will give you foresight and enable you to look out for those who will listen. Make wise choices. Persevere, take care, observe, repair, and prepare, and consider what you will do to be sure you're cared for in the future. Know that when the storm passes, for they all will, you'll be standing strong and able to help others, if necessary, and continue with your life. You're being watched over. The sentinel will stand with you always. And if you're prepared, the storm's not going to bother. The storm's not going to bother you, us. That's a shame. Maybe we can be friends though. It takes a lot there. I think I can be friends with Max now. We had a big talk last night. It was so good that I went there and did that. We're going out tonight. Katie, there's a party at Sundance Sunset Bar tonight. We're going to it. I think maybe June's coming as well. I'm not sure. Maybe you'll be able to be friends in the future, but who knows, right? And even with that talk that we had, saying that we can be friends, we'll see. Feelings get involved, right? Oh, and he told me that story. Did you all hear about the ambergris that was found in Nakhon Si Thammarat in the southern province of Thailand? Did you see that on the news? Let me just find out how big it was. Ambergris, wild vomit. Ambergris. Price. Wait. Nakhon. Here we go. Recently, a man in the southern province, Nakhon Si Thammarat, found what might be the world's largest chunk of whale vomit, estimated to be worth around 4.2 million US dollars. It was on my ex's beach, and he was there, and he saw it, and his friend showed it to him, and he would have found it if he'd have just got out of the car and stopped taking drugs in the car. He would have found it. He would have been on the beach at that time. What the hell? Yeah, they open every now and then, pretty much like a lot of the places here, Katie. Sundance, yeah. Just every now and then, but tonight is the night. How's that? You could have found it. Let's go to Heather before I do any more cards. Yeah. Heather, what does your higher self say about your love life? Confused. Confused. Sign confused. It's flowing. Maybe you've been getting carrots. You know, our higher selves, it knows the best way for us to help us to let go. This is what I'm hearing. To help us let go properly and not cut and run so that we have to have the same lesson again. Sometimes we need to stay in things or focus on something until we can have a clean break. That's what I'm hearing. So, Heather, flowing in abundance. It's all flowing, and don't worry about it. There's plenty of love out there for you. You got meditate and surrender. So there's something deeper. There's a letting go that you need to do. So if you're stuck on somebody and you keep on seeming to be brought back to them, or have your mind brought back to them anyway, this is why. There's something deeper to let go of. There's something in that. You know, we always get into relationships or even potential relationships. And that's even better, in fact, potential relationships, because then we don't get so much of the baggage as when we've actually been in a relationship. But we always have them for a reason, and there's something to learn. There's always a lesson. Now, we can cut and run and cut and run and cut and run and never get that lesson if we move on too fast. Yeah, we might think, I'm great at moving on, but really it's running away. And so this is what it feels like to me, is you're being brought back to it, Heather, over and over again, because you've not got it yet, what that focus is about. Wow. Thanks, Maria. Ambergris is quite rare. It always has been rare. But the whales are out there vomiting. They're vomiting, so you can find them on beaches if you get really lucky. He said it was raining too. That's why he sat in the car. He was with his friend in the car. And he picks, like driftwood and buoys and things like that and makes stuff with it. And there was like the biggest chunk of ambergris on the beach that morning that his friend got. He stuck a pin in it. Ambergris came out of it, the liquid. Wow. Isn't that incredible? Oh, Linda, what's happened? Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Sharon. Now you're going through the same thing. Oh, yeah, so much letting go at the moment. Oh. And did you all watch the weekly read about letting go too? Hi, Jackie. Maria. Q. What does my higher self think how it's best to deal with a situation? Let's do it before I get another card out. So for anyone new that's joining, I'm doing cards for the collective. But if you do want a message from your higher self, some guidance from your higher self, or a question answered by your higher self, it's by donation. So click on the super chat buttons, or there's a PayPal link in the pinned comment as well, if that stuff doesn't work for you. And then put a Q, not like Maria did, because she put a Q separate. But I put a Q at the start of your comment so that I can find it easy. What does the higher self think about how it's best to deal with the situation? Don't doubt. Don't doubt it, Maria, but be willing Be willing to move forward. There's something in it for you. Don't doubt it and stop yourself from moving forward. It's good for us to say yes to things, even if we've got a little bit of trepidation about it, because we know, don't we, that everything is 50-50, 50% challenge, 50% gift. And so, yes, there might be a bit of trepidation, but move forward, be willing. Don't doubt it. Trust yourself. It'll be good for you. So dealing with the situation, I'm just saying, get in there. Thanks, April. Face on. Processing old stuff, Jackie. Thank you, Arabella. Well, my girls turn out okay with all the stuff that my ex and I have done to them. Well, oh, yes, in fact. Because we grow from our challenges. And it can make us feel so guilty, right? I know I do feel guilty about my kids. They're all adults now, all in the 20s. And I feel guilty about it too, because I had them when I was unhealed. But how? That's when we're fertile, is when we're unhealed. But then my guides told me, all you can do is be the example now of healing, because they go through it, They get the challenges so that they can grow. My challenges in my life has made me grow, and that's what they've got too. So, yeah, they're going to learn self-love too, and they're going to be limitless because of it. That means they're going to reach higher because of the challenges that they've got. So it's all good. You're innocent. Isn't it beautiful? You're innocent, they're innocent. All you can do is be the example, Arabella, of the healing. And you're doing that already. We're human beings, and we're allowed to be human beings. There's no such thing as perfect parenting. We all get it wrong, right? wrong, right? And the daily energy up diet. I watched it. I think I fell asleep this morning. Maria, you're notorious with your lacking your cues. Thanks, Jackie. Business info or love relationship? Well, let's see what your higher self has to tell you. Relationship. Thanks, April. Jackie, relationship. Be willing to forgive them. You don't need to know how to forgive them. Just be willing to forgive them. Just set that as an intention. Okay, I'm willing to forgive them. You might be feeling angry, and that's okay. We don't have to push. We don't have to push emotions down to try and rush to forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that comes naturally. All you need to be is in this. I'm feeling what I'm feeling because it's guidance. It's guidance for me. This could be about a past relationship, I'm guessing. It's guidance for me what I'm feeling. It's showing me I don't ever want to go there again. I want to learn from this lesson. Yeah? And so don't try and push your feelings down and rush to forgiveness, but also be willing to forgive. If you just set that intention, I'm willing to forgive, to move me on, because you're not right now. And the resistance to that, look at all the R's here. What you resist persists, right? You can't move on too fast. It's going to, if you stop that resistance just by being willing to forgive, but being okay about where you are right now in the feels, and because I'm feeling it's negative feels. Don't resist those negative feelings. It's guidance. Like, our negative feelings are some of the most important guidance that we have, because it's asking us to make a different decision next time, to learn the lesson from it. Not move on too fast. Don't cut and run, that kind of thing. Don't try and push things down. It's another reason why the masculines aren't doing very well at the moment, is because of them doing that. So when you do release that resistance to the feelings that you have, that's when you get the rest, relax, relief. It's going to feel better, and then be willing to forgive them. So it seems that you've got some big letting go to do. And that's good advice for everyone that's going through it right now, right? Letting go of the guilt. Parental guilt. Whoa, yeah. It's big, isn't it? But it does make them better people, doesn't it? The challenges. It's made us better people. So let's get a card out for the collective. Get it, everybody. Yeah. Apart from April. Thanks for your PayPal. I'll await your question, April. Well, we get one of these cards out for the collector. Yeah, I don't remember what the energy update was. What was it for today? Stranded. In limbo. Stranded. Doesn't look good, does it? Misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs this anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asks, how did the ship get there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. I have seen them when I lived on a yacht. I've seen boats in trees. What happens is the tide is so high, the boat drifts on top of a tree, the tide goes down, the boat ends up on the top of the tree. This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same, and we find ourselves in situations we can't quite understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes. Because our expectations are so high, we set ourselves up for failure, and we beat ourselves up for it, right? We either beat ourselves up over our performance, just as I was saying, or we're so intimidated that we never even begin. Wow. Yeah. Failure is a necessary part of success for kids too. It's important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. Accepting our challenges, accepting the challenges that we're dished out to other people, accepting the challenges we've dished out to our kids. Right? The challenges are so important. I didn't know the national animal of Scotland is a unicorn. No. I do know that you've got otters on your money. Which is pretty cool. Hi, Lana. Let's get a goddess out for today for everybody. So interesting, isn't it? The Sentinel says we can feel a storm brewing. We can feel something going down. We're preparing ourselves for it, but not in a negative way. Not in a conspiratorial kind of a way. Oh no, everyone should be as fearful as me. Not like that. Sorting ourselves out so that we can ride these storms, right? So that we're emotionally balanced and so that we don't strand ourselves, so we can deal with anything that comes along. Connection to nature, again. Wow. That's what the Sentinel talked about as well for impending storms. I think I've got your question, April. Thank you. An email. Gaia, connection to nature. Mother of all living things on earth, Gaia appears before you as a sign to return to nature. You need to get grounded by reconnecting with the earth. Try planting your feet on the natural ground, going on a hike, or taking a forest bath. Getting in the ocean, walking on the beach, barefoot. Go back to Mother Earth for the answers you're seeking. Getting connected with nature calms us down, doesn't it? Okay, April. April, I'd like to know why Nicola suggested Sri Lanka. It means more effort for you. Yes, you bring your daughter. Ah, why Sri Lanka? I was wondering that. I thought you had a connection with it. Well, this is very interesting. Your answer is very interesting, April. Got to be vulnerable and healing. Why has he chosen like a difficult place? Because you're both out of your comfort zone. It's not somewhere you know. You know, I was hearing that song Somewhere Only We Know. It's not where either of you know. And so you're both in that. You know when you've got something to deal with, sometimes it's best to go on neutral territory or something like that. It's very much for that feeling where you're somewhere where you're both vulnerable. Not vulnerable, but it's different. I get it. So, neutral territory, this is right. There's some healing to be done. Now, whether he's conscious of that or not, I don't know. A place of quietness. I think it's mostly romantic in nature. A place of quietness. To wake something up, I was tuning into that wake up. I'm like, what? To wake up what? I'm not picking up that it's to confront you with anything or anything like that. You know, healing in that way. It's just a man thing. Let's get back on track. Be on neutral territory. And yes, even if it's more difficult for both of you, the better. Do you know what I mean? Because of that vulnerability. Very interesting. The show can be longer today because I'm not going training. I'm not going training tomorrow either, but I'm not doing this show tomorrow because I'm going to allow myself to stay asleep. I'll probably wake up before it, but I'm going out, so I will be tired. So, the Sentinel. We're getting prepared for an impending storm. There's big change going on in the world, right? And we can emotionally ride it out. Connection to nature helps us. But that stranded card, there's something about that challenges set us up for, to be able to ride out the storm. It's tired at 53. You know what? Who's planning for my birthday? He keeps on asking about it. I don't know what I'm planning for it. Let's get some tarot out for everybody. Hi, Suzanne. So glad your kids are grown. It can be quite challenging. Very challenging. But I think it's funny how we're so fertile before we've healed ourselves. And then when we get wise, can't have babies anymore. I'm going to be by the pool today. It rained last night. But it looks like it's going to be sunny today. Huge ride, checking waters on an outback sheep property. Wow, horse riding, yeah. That'll ground you for sure. The Fool. Start of a new journey. Falling into the unknown with our crystal. Oh, Ben gave me a crystal yesterday. Taking a leap of faith. Hey, Heather. Taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, maybe taking a risk to leave something, someone behind, trusting in our guidance, trusting that there's something better coming along. Better coming along. I don't know why I said that. Something better coming along, apparently. Yeah, there is. Look, Queen of Materials here. The Queen of Materials is so sure about her success that's coming that she's made a huge poster of herself. Here she is down here. She's made a huge poster of herself, being all empowered and successful to celebrate her success that she knows is coming. I love the Fool as well. It's my card. It's my card for sure. It's been my life. I think all travelers connect with that Fool, right? We're going to be successful, something better is coming. It's going to manifest too. It's going to manifest for us. Sick of carrots, Tanya. Yeah, it does though. The carrots, they do keep us, keep us on track, getting those lessons, changing our energy. My guy that I've been loving for a while and in separation with his big burly alpha male. Never thought any of this would be something you'd accept. Oh. I've got to take all of 3 of those. We've reconnected lately and without prompting you, I messaged really 3 friends who drew his cards and he's interested. Oh, awesome. Male is cracking open. Look, King of Cups. Masculines are cracking open. They're getting in the heart. We've had this message before. The woman's showing up either as the Wands, the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Materials. Just like Max was saying, oh, the women seem to be doing so well now. Men not so much. It's like, yeah, you know why? And then now the men are having to get into their hearts. We've had this message before. That came before. So, the masculine is getting in the King of Cups. The feminine, the High Priestess. In this instance, she's led the way and she's holding that energy, which doesn't mean putting up with someone and their crap. Holding the energy means holding a vibration, getting on with things, going, I'm good, right? Oh wow, 2 Fools. Hey Nora, Aldine. The mini reads are by donation, so click on the super chat, super sticker, or check out the pinned comment because it tells you what to do in there. The High Priestess, so the feminine is in the High Priestess, the masculine is getting into his King of Cups, so it's getting into his heart. Then I didn't even notice that we had the Ace of Wands out with it. The Ace of Wands is like passion. There's a compulsion. I told you the universe is trying to get us together. It's trying to get us together. I read someone's post yesterday that was worried that we're all becoming so independent now and expecting the best, and there seems to be this belief going around that that perfect person will come along and we're all just keeping ourselves single because of that, because there's no such thing as a perfect person, but we're all seem to be waiting for that, and perfecting ourselves, and he wonders whether it's really damaging and whether we're actually being too entitled and stuff. It's a very interesting read. But what my guys are telling me is the universe is trying its hardest. Like Cupid's really busy right now trying to get us together. And this is what I'm getting from this. It's like I said, it's a good thing we have hormones, because would we even bother? And then the sun comes out, then we're really joyful. Look at these 2 little kids together. The sun card is about that. Yeah, in fact, the sun card is exactly the energy of twin flames coming together, from what I've been told. Because it's like your kids again. You feel like that. It's a pure love, and it's bliss and it's joy. Wow. That's the outcome of it. Let's go back through this again. Thanks, Suzanne. The Fool. We've got to step out into the unknown. What's the unknown at the moment? It's the waiting. It's the not knowing. It's the having to hold back. That's where our strength is at the moment. It's in stopping. It's in not proceeding, not doing the same things anymore. It's sometimes not taking action and just being in the unknown. Being confident, the Queen of Materials. Yeah, the feminine is the Queen of Materials. Confident. She knows she's going to be successful. She doesn't know how it's going to happen. Meanwhile, the masculine is getting into his heart because he has to. Like I was saying to my ex last night, Men have got to start talking to their friends. They've got to start talking about real things to their friends. Masculines are being pushed at the moment into awakening, to sorting themselves out. No, it's not awakening. It's awakening to something. It's awakening to their own strength and actually taking action on it. Meanwhile, she's just sat there and she's waiting, the high priestess, holding her energy, knowing. But there's stuff that we don't know. I'm not saying we know everything, the feminine. Then there's this passion that the universe steps in and it's like, here we go. Pulls out his one, bashes on the head with it. Or something. I don't know. It's going to use whatever it can to get us together, and then the outcome is this pure love, happiness, bliss. Quit drinking. Got rid of toxic, useless people in his life. Good job. Actually been doing the work. Awesome. Wow. Now invited you to go on his boat. Cool. Well, that's good news. Thank you, Suzanne. What's happening with your stubborn Scorpio? Let's find out. Did I miss anyone? Just checking. No, Suzanne. What's happening with your stubborn Scorpio? Let's get rid of that question and that. What is happening with Suzanne's stubborn Scorpio? What's all of that about? I'm going to make another coffee right after this, and then I'll be back with more cards. You're triggering Scorpio, Suzanne. I think we're all triggering each other at the moment. You're triggering your Scorpio, and they don't like it, but it's mirror reflection, and it's always true, isn't it? So maybe your stubborn Scorpio is kind of judging you or looking at things in you and thinking that's not right, or I don't want that, or something like that. But it's a mirror reflection. I do feel like you're kind of a good match there, which can be really tricky, right? But they're also, your stubborn Scorpio is also concerned about other things at the moment, creating something else. Their awareness is somewhere else. Their awareness isn't really on the relationship. The surrender where the relationship is concerned. So yeah, you know when you're focused on something else, like I'm focused on my business, and sometimes people can come to me with another kind of focus, and I'm just, it's not where my focus is at, so I'm not that interested. That's what I'm getting. So the stubbornness, not really focused on relationship right now. Does that make sense, Suzanne? Thank you, Deepta. Yeah, everyone join our Facebook group if you're not already in there. It's called Psychic Cafe. No muggles allowed. If you just request to join that, I will add you in there. And stay in touch the rest of the time. So we've got some allies on our journey. Especially if you haven't got your allies around you, if you've not got like-minded, like-hearted, like-spirited people around you where you're at in the world. It's a nice group to join for that support. Let's make this coffee and I'll be right back. In fact, I'll be back before that. Let's do Deepta while the kettle boils. Any guidance on what I need to be successful in current endeavour? Okay. Deepta, create staying safe. So, interesting. Don't be too blasé about it. Don't take too many risks with it. Make sure that you... Oh, today's energy update was about this, reciprocation. Make sure that you get reciprocation. Hold something back. Make sure that you're going to get what you want out of it. Create, yes, but keep yourself safe too at the same time. Think about yourself a little bit more. So you might have been giving away the farm before. Don't do that. Time alone and guidance. Really tune into yourself. Feel if there's any imbalances in your energy as you go into it. Like, we feel that. Sometimes if we are going to miss ourselves out and putting ourselves into it, we can actually feel that imbalance before we go into it. There we go. Thank you, Christine. Make my coffee and I'll come back and do you. Oh, that sounds exciting. Coffee. Maybe I'll always start giving myself Sundays off. I don't know. I don't really want to make plans like that about Psychic Cafe because I want to go with the flow of how I'm feeling. The guy I'm supposed to meet tomorrow has gone quiet. And look, the Italian's back and asked me some dinner. Wow. Let's find out about this then. Ah, the chooser. The chooser. Being the chooser and not the chosen, Christine. Why do I feel like I've said this to you before? I feel like I've said this to you before. Empower yourself. You're empowering yourself at the moment. I think I've said that to you before. Accept what is. This is about accepting what you want, choosing. Put all the purple here. Accepting what is. Being the chooser. Being the chooser. Find out about them. A warning sign about jealousy. Someone who either piques jealousy in you or you see it around them or they tell you stories of that too. You know, someone that you go on a date with and they tell you stories about their crazy ex. Run. Run as fast as you can away from them. Those people that tell you about their crazy exes, get the hell away from them. They're the crazy ones. That's what I'm feeling. If there's any talk of jealousy, it's a huge red flag. Look, these are two red cards here, like a red flag. Yeah, take the risk, get to know them. Really notice it's pretty much all projection, especially when people talk about negative stuff, right? Imagine everything that they tell you is about themselves, not about other people. And friendship. It's a good way to start it, right? If you want romance. It's a safe space as well, the Facebook group, you know. I mean, it's careful. Not about, we let people in, but it's private, you know. Other people can't see it. And what you post in there. Let's get some more cards out for everybody. It's your galactic birthday. How'd you find that out? So, yeah, Ben bought me a crystal yesterday. She didn't buy it me yesterday, she gave it me yesterday, a rose quartz. She said it's the colour of my aura. And yesterday I also got this rose quartz out. You might have seen it in the... It was by my bed before. And I thought, oh, I need to put it on this table. And the picture that I took of the cards yesterday, it was in there. It's interesting. Rose quartz. It's just smooth. Talking about exes, isn't it? I didn't pick up on it when it's happened to me, but look back and then you know it, don't you? Wow. Oh yeah, Ash Forks is Timothy, and Self 345 or something is Deepta, and I'm pretty good at remembering names from your thinking. From Pachamama. Yeah, Annie. I don't know her. I haven't actually met her, but I know who she is, and we say hello when I pass. But I've never formally met her. Let's get more cards out for the collective anyway. Should go around and meet her sometime. Yes, I did finish the pick a card read. I did the deeper dives for it yesterday, Maria, and I'll publish it tonight. Tonight I'm going out. Oh, you had that done, Katie. Oh wow, cool. Oh, I should get that done, shouldn't I? Yes, that's how I'll meet her. I'll get that done. Carry it close to my skin. I had it in my pocket last night. Oh. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Both. You carry rose quartz in your pocket as well. Wow, cool. Yeah, I'll go and get it done. That's a great idea. I want to see more of Di anyway. You know, Di that came in yesterday. Just say hello. Do you know Diane? She lives with Anika at the moment. With the lady that came in to say hello to me yesterday. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate, both is what I'm getting. People, both, you know. It's all coming out. Someone really loves you. Someone really hates you. You're really triggering somebody. Yes, well, Diane has been telling me that Anique wants to do something like that to get it online. And she said, oh, can you help? You could teach people how to do that if they're healers and stuff. And I'm like, I'm busy. I'm busy doing it. I'm too busy doing it to teach it, you know. There's plenty of classes out there to teach you how to do stuff online, but, you know, shifting your business online. I'm not that business teacher. I get that I could do that. I'm just too busy. No. I'm not interested in doing the Reiki course. I always get a slap by my guides if I try and learn other people's stuff. I've got to purely channel stuff rather than do things other people's way. Apparently, I've tried before. I get a slap for it. Kate, vacation. Doing something different, out of the norm, going somewhere different. Being in vacation mode is not actually about vacation or holiday, as I'd call it. It's being in that mode. Now, magical things happen, serendipity. The universe can be like this when we're on holiday. Open to any possibility, you could go anywhere. You've broken out of your routine, that kind of thing. Be on holiday at home. Be in that mindset at home. The universe will work through you. It could be the same person feeling the both. Well, it's true, isn't it? That's why we get scared about those really passionate relationships, because the breakups are really bad, aren't they? The more passionate we are about someone, and sometimes we can go for the safe relationships where we don't love them that much, you know. Flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. We had this yesterday. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Don't lower your standards. Stay on path. Don't give up. I've got friends that do Reiki in Glasgow. Sharon. We've got the tower as well, which is the good tower, the Lenormand kind of tower, which is building solid foundations, success with effort, continued effort. This is about your inner work as well, all this work that we're doing. Yeah, you might be feeling down about it, and you might be having a little tantrum about the carrots and stuff like that, and be confused about it, and you're like, just make it straightforward. Hi yourself, you're confusing me, and it seems to be getting mixed messages and all of that. The tantrums that we have, but what's really happening is we're building solid foundations. We're getting lessons. We're getting taught a lot at the moment. We're doing a lot of inner work. So continue building on that inner work, because that solid foundation, I mean, that's what the Sentinel card said as well. That solid foundation is going to lead you to success. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Sharon. I'll put you in touch with them. I used to live with them. Dalry, south of Glasgow, in the castle. Go to the castle. Discord. We've got the mice here. Discord among friends or family. People getting triggered, running in different directions, scattering. You know, I had that about the community coming together, people coming together. Requires a dispersion kind of thing. Divine. Seek out information that will help you. I'm not feeling that at all. PJs are from Shine. Shein. Chinese. Get it online. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, I'm picking up on this for sure. Universal tantrums, I call it. When we can't see why all of this stuff is going on, we don't seem to be getting our stuff, and we have a universal tantrum because we feel like we're tied down. Things are moving forward. The universe has a lot going on. It's working overtime right now on us all. Right, what else shall we get at? Coffee. Yeah, and when they were doing Reiki on somebody, I joined in, and they were like, there was 3 of us working on this person, and this was many, many years ago. I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing. And then I started doing it. And they were like, whoa. They could feel my energy. They're like, you're really powerful at it. I'm like, I haven't learned Reiki. This is just what I do. My energy healings. Powerful. And then everyone said, oh my God, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be an energy healer. And I'm like, maybe. But I knew there was way more to it than that. We've got deep knowing. This is about, we're moving towards something that we always known we were going to do or be, or, you know, that feeling that you have maybe since you were a kid, that deep knowing that you've had, like you're going to be happy, or you're going to be rich, or you're going to be famous, or you're going to be this, you're going to live in the mountains, or, you know what I mean? There's a feeling, a deep knowing that you've had since you were a kid is what I'm picking up from that. Higher power is getting involved. I just had imaginary friends and things like that. There's a deep knowing, there's information that he came in with as a kid, and for some reason imaginary friends has got something to do with that. Imaginary friends, a fantasy, a childhood fantasy thing, is you tapping into something, a deep knowing that your spirit's got. You've brought some information with you into these muggle bodies, something that you've always known to be true. The universe is on overtime trying to get us there, and we're not ready. We feel like we're ready, we're not. I want more information. I think there's something after that. Higher power is involved. Chop wood. Chop wood. It's about getting those little jobs done. It's just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Keep on sorting yourself out, keep on following the guidance, keep on keeping on. Doing those little things, taking that next step, following your guidance. Chop wood. That's all we've got to do. I want some animals out now, spirit animals. Which deck shall I do next? You get to choose. Spirit animals. Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. The obstacles that we've got at the moment are really important obstacles. The specific is what I'm hearing. Oh, look, the rhino's got its crown on its horn. I've never noticed that before. That's handy, isn't it? Having a horn you can put your crown on like unicorns. So the obstacles are very specific and they're very important at the moment. Those are the biggest obstacle. Do you know? Did I say that? Who did I say that to? It might have been in a reading. I don't know. For some of the masculines, especially at the moment, they're getting, oh, I think it's in the pick a card read, they're getting everything thrown at them at once. It's like, especially if they've met the twin flame and then suddenly they're triggered, then they've got to have this huge awakening. They're having like every lesson, every obstacle thrown at them at once. They're on like a fast track and they've got to do the work, and it's difficult for a lot of the masculines. Obstacles, they've got many, many, many obstacles to deal with right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the pick a card read. Some of them heavy too. I just felt that. Heavy obstacles, but they are specific and right for us right now. There's the obstacles that we're facing right now, obstacles, maybe repeating obstacles from our lives. So pay close attention to for you. Cards are just flying under the table today. Be at peace. Be at peace with the obstacles on the path that you're on right now. Try and find your peace and acceptance of where you're at the moment with it, instead of fighting it and having tantrums. It's okay to have tantrums if you want, but it won't really help you. I like getting to the point where I have a universal tantrum when I'm trying to manifest something and I'm doing all the work, and then I get to that point where it's like, come on, universe, give it to me now. Surely I've done enough for it. And it usually manifests when I get to that point. It's more of a determination thing, I think, when I reach that point. And it's also a self-love thing, as in, I deserve this, come on. These changes are setting us up for the rest of our lives. Yeah. Isn't it? It's about time to do some work, yeah. They've been lazy, but they've been allowed to be lazy, and we've all been complicit in that. I mean, we've all been in that toxic feminine or toxic masculine, whether we pretend we've not or not, we have. We've gone along with it. We're turning knowledge into wisdom, like the wolf here. Oh, and the feminines are leading the way in that right now. Wow. I do feel like the masculines are getting on a fast track to catching up though. But not all are going to make it. Not all are going to do the work. Let's get some more animals out. You're glad you're part of the slow burn running. Yeah, it can be lonely at the front. It is. Whale vomit. Ambergris. Trust the great mystery. I'm having deep experiences right now. It's all part of the great mystery. You'll see. I mean, you will see in the end, and it'll all make sense. Even these hurdles right now, the challenges right now, it'll all make sense in the end. You'll see why you had to go through it. Me, I'm more hardcore, Katie. You might have noticed. I embrace it, having it all at once, and like, yeah, bring it on. But I had a hardcore childhood, so it kind of, I'm a bit extreme. So when Ben's massaging me yesterday, and she finds this problem. I said my elbow is hurting. She finds this problem right from my shoulder, right from the center of my back to my wrist. She's like, you should have come to me a few days ago for an emergency session with this. This isn't this is what anyone else feels as an injury. This is like an accident. This is really bad. Like anyone else would be in hospital with this. But there you are carrying on training with it. And I'm like, I don't feel it though. That's the thing. Yeah, I could feel that my elbow was a little bit sore. I'm hardcore. Dragonfly. I had my dragonfly touched up on my foot yesterday. Truth transcends illusion. Delusion. Been deluding ourselves. Animals. Oh, fairies. Doing the animals right now, but yeah, fairies next. Truth transcends illusion. Delusion. Truth about ourselves. Confronting ourselves. Facing up to ourselves. And the starfish spirit. Open to infinite possibility. There's something great coming along. Are you a Virgo, Katie? Overthinking everything. Ah. Yeah. Virgo, the overthinkers. Got the B on the bottom of the deck there. Sweet results away. Really good things are coming. Just got to ride this bit out and realise it's for our good. It's not even that bad. Mine isn't anyway. Yeah, the arm is still hurting and my left leg's hurting too. She really I didn't feel that was a problem in my left leg at all, but there was. Got to let my body recover now. So the fairies. Oh, thanks, Arabella. What do you do about your Pisces? Can we do with the Pisces, huh? Yeah. Don't focus so much on the Pisces, Arabella. It's kind of a sabotage focusing on the Pisces. That's what I'm saying. Focus on yourself, appreciate yourself, show them the way. Show them the way to focus on themselves. Sometimes they need that. Pisces can get a little bit lost, can't they? In themselves, in the feelings. They can kind of lack direction, so sometimes it's better, rather than joining them in that, is to show them. Do you know what I mean? Not show them as in tell them or be involved in that or get even more involved in them. It's just do it for yourself and then say, Pisces, how about you just do what I'm doing? That kind of thing. So it's saying, Arabella, that it's a kind of a sabotage when you focus on the Pisces. Oh, they're already telling you that your focus doesn't help. They're already telling you that. They want that freedom. If you show them the way, you do things for yourself. That's what you do about your Pisces. Do things for yourself, focus on yourself, give them that freedom, listen to them because they've already asked for it. And because anything else is a sabotage. Getting in there with them where they're at is a sabotage. They need leading out of that, showing in yourself how to get out of that. Yeah, there's positives and negatives, isn't there, in everything? So when we're thinky people, it's great because we can work through stuff. You know, there's so many benefits to it, but then the downside of it is overthinking. Sleep. Affects sleep. My overthinking affects my sleep. I'm not a massive, I don't know. We don't know, do we, right? We can't compare ourselves with other people. I was going to say I'm not a massive overthinker, but who knows? I don't know how much anyone else thinks. But certainly sometimes it's a problem when I wake up in the middle of the night and I start thinking. It stops me from sleeping. It's probably the worst time for me. It's in the night. Thanks, Charlotte. You got a question, Charlotte? So anything that we've got, any kind of personality trait, is always 50-50. There's 50 positive expression of it, 50% negative expression of it. And if we push against the negative expression of it, we have a bit of a problem. It's the shadow work, right? Not pushing against it. Anyway, let's get some fairies out. Don't forget, Charlotte, to put a Q in front of it, otherwise I won't see it because I can't read all the comments at the moment. Pure intention. Let's read it on the camera. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Oh, what I'm getting from this is, yes, we've asked for what it is that we want, we have, and the universe is going to deliver it to us. But it's also going to add in what our soul wants too. So sometimes when you're not getting your own way, it's because your higher self knows better. Sometimes it's that you don't want that thing. Sometimes it's there's a bit of a tweak, there's something even better for you. So when you're not getting what it is that you've asked for, it's because there's a cherry on top from your higher self. And so this is not really saying what it says here. It helps you use your wishes wisely. It's making your wishes wiser, is what I'm getting. So it's taking what you've asked for and it's putting a cherry on top of it, saying this is even better. Thank you, Heather. Charlotte Q, did he actually ring me by mistake or was he wanting something interesting? Question. He was trying to get your attention. Yeah, he wants something. He doesn't know what he wants. It's hard work. It's hard work. That's what I'm getting from this work card. It's being hard work. It's being attention seeking. Let go and flow. I would kind of ignore this behavior as best you can. It's someone that's attention seeking. It's like they want you to do the work for them, to help out. It's really attention seeking. I think maybe a lot of people are in that attention seeking at the moment that don't want to deal with this stuff. Go within and overwhelming. That's what's going on. Yeah, don't want to deal with stuff. He doesn't want to deal with his stuff. Once somehow doesn't know what to ask or is at that level of not dealing with his stuff. Feels overwhelming. And what was it, like a false call kind of thing? Put the phone down, ring, put the phone down. Yeah. There you go. Hard work. They've got to put the work in themselves. Huh? Masculines. Thanks, Heather. Have you got a quite? Yes, you do. Am I being led by the masculine or feminine? What, within you? Interesting. There'll be a balance, right? Wow. 4 likes, you think, Timothy? 18 likes. Your thing isn't refreshing. It's 18 likes. Thanks for hitting the like button, everybody. Really helps me out. Likely the feminine, but it's going to play out in different aspects of the life, because this is interesting, the cards that have come out for you. Heather. Yeah, so I'll show you the cards. Face a situation in sex. So in this aspect of your life, relationships, it's the masculine. The reason I was pausing because I was wondering whether a lot of us, maybe we'd be in our relationship lives, we're being led by the masculine in us. Hmm. So it seems masculine for your relationships. Something to face there. I feel like you're switching, Heather, in relationships from the being led by the masculine in you to the feminine. Because look, you've got I am, love, and respect and value yourself. You're in that shift. I think we all are. We're in the shift from the toxic, letting the toxic masculine go, realizing what the toxic masculine is, which is like control. When we're talking about sex, it's about, well, all you need to do is watch porn and see how it's all led by the masculine, you know. Feminine porn, does that even exist? I don't think so. Probably not. Anyway, it's all about this, about you being loved, respecting and valuing yourself, to shift into the feminine and then approach relationships from the feminine. Thanks, Charlotte. Yeah, I feel it. And you know why I can do this? It's not just the gift that I've got of listening and stuff. Why I can do this is because I've been through so much shit that when I'm given these feelings and stuff, I recognize it's like, oh, I know this one. I went through this one 20 years ago. Thanks, April, for your donation. Georgia just got picked up from Dad. Oh, good. So you got more attention. I didn't mean how good. I'm reading a little bit of it, reading ahead and then speaking for everybody else. Regarding Sri Lanka, Nicholas has been there a few times already. Okay. Ah, he's been there with his ex-wife. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe not Sri Lanka then. Maybe he needs to be somewhere where he is also. Maybe you need to choose neutral territory. Yes. Yeah, I would say choose somewhere else that's easier for you, but neutral territory. Let's find out from your higher self. Somewhere warm. Again, that song popped into my head. What is it with that song? Somewhere Only We Know. A new special place for you. Somewhere warm. Oh. You've got meditate, April, meditate, service, so, and warmth and be firmer. This is about deciding on somewhere warm. Somewhere that neither of you've been. Excuse me. Go down. Yeah, it's warm here. Meditate in service. Somewhere that's going to be of service to you. Meditate on it. I don't understand the service card. Somewhere that's going to help you. I don't know. If you come here, you've got to do 2 weeks quarantine. How long have you got, April? Warmth and be firmer. Making a firm decision on that. Yeah, it seems your higher self is saying no to Sri Lanka, but yes to somewhere neutral territory, somewhere new that will be your new place. Somewhere around in Mino. Why is it saying that? Yeah, some a place that is just yours. It doesn't involve exes, and it also not a place where either of you are living or have lived or anything like that. A new place for you, both. Ah, good, Heather. You're in the feminine in your relationship stuff, Timothy. Good luck with that. We're all figuring it out. Like we don't know what the hell the divine feminine and the divine masculine is. We know what the toxic ones are, but we're fumbling in the dark about the divine for sure. We're figuring it out, which is a good thing because we get to create it. Deepta, any guidance regarding intelligence? Oh, clarity. Intelligence is good for clarity, but like I was just saying before, there's uh, a there's a dark side to everything, right? It works against us. Intelligence works against us with the overthinking and stuff like that. Deep down, your higher self is saying that you've got a resistance to your artistic and your creative side. So this is telling me that you're kind of veering toward the masculine here, that logical intelligence, the masculine, all that stuff has been valued so much more than the artistic, hasn't it? Excuse me. So that could be why you are avoiding your creative side. There's got to be a nice mix, right? Balance. Believing in yourself creatively. So regarding intelligence, it's almost your higher self is almost telling you to back off from the intelligence part of it. I feel like you've got that bit covered. Maybe you're focusing too much on it and believe in yourself and friend. Maybe you've got a creative friend that you really are attracted to. I don't mean like sexually attracted to. I mean that's compelling, that you're interested in a non-weird way. A friend is showing you how to believe in yourself creatively. It's interesting because, like I said before, I've had a lot of artist boyfriends. I get attracted to the creative types, for sure. I need a bathroom break, and I'm going to make more coffee as well. I'll leave the microphone here, rather than taking it to the bathroom with me. But I'll be right back because I feel like the fairies have got more to tell us. So, fancy sounds. check the microphone is connecting back in. Yes. The on switch for the microphone is sticking it in my ear. Let's just check, check, check. Yes, it's still on. That's good. I need to plug this in. Thank you, Tanya. Did I miss anything? Good. The feminine is slowly making themselves known to us. Masculine's thrown out of balance for sure, right? The dog followed me about halfway to training yesterday morning. He was running behind me, but then I lost him when I picked up speed going down the hill. What's a Klondike bar? Did everyone go to the bathroom at the same time? Yeah, Neiman followed me. Yeah, I lost him somewhere up the hill at the back here. Because there was another dog there. The dog that's scared of me. There's this puppy. He's not very old at all. He's scared of me. He's probably scared of everyone. Tanya, did he use a different number to call you today? No, I'm getting a no from that. I'm getting that number that called you has got nothing to do with them. It's, yeah. You know why? Because I got paranoid months ago when someone was being aggressive toward me, that it was them calling me from this number, and it wasn't. Like a number that I didn't know was calling me, and I got paranoid, and I got that feeling again. So you've got here, Tanya, love what is an encouragement. I'm getting it now. I don't get those cards. I think you're overly focused on this person. There's some letting go that you need to do. But allow blame. There's something more going on. There's something that needs to be sorted out within you about this subject, about this person, to let it go. Allowing blame. Could be, is it somebody that wants to blame you about something? It's a bit messy. Chocolate covered ice cream. That sounds good. As long as it is ice cream and not pretend stuff. Probably pretend stuff, right? Vegetable oil and stuff. Check the ingredients. Catchy jingle. I like the profile picture, Samsung. Wow, look at this. Two cards came out together and both cards are protection. Protected. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magic fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. We're being protected and our paths are being protected. And protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they're safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart and until you're ready to release them. Yeah, protect your dreams. And you know how I said, I think it was yesterday, we've got to protect those. We've got to stay on with our dreams, even if it's not going to come through a certain path that we thought it might, or a certain person that we thought it might come through. Don't drop those dreams. Don't let go of those dreams. Keep on with them. You know, like that 6-year relationship that I broke up a few years ago. What most upset me about that breakup was I had big dreams, and he was in that picture in those dreams. I thought they were his dreams too, but I didn't realize until they all manifested for me within 3 months of the breakup with someone else, that they were my dreams and they were coming true, and the universe needed to move me on. And then I feel like for a lot of people is that you're not moving on from your dreams, but it might feel like you're letting go of your dreams. It's just you think they're going to come through a certain person or with a certain person or in a certain way. That's what you need to let go of. It might feel like you're letting go of your dreams, but your dreams are totally protected, especially the childhood dreams that you've had. Thank you, Jessica. Does Emily consider contacting me? Let's find out. Yes. Look at this. Communicating love. Yes. Emily considers contacting you. Absolutely. What's holding Emily back? She's making excuses. Too busy. I'm too busy. I'm working. She's making excuses, but it's what's really behind. What's holding her back is it feels risky. Why does it feel risky? She's scared of your reaction. It feels risky. So she's making work, being busy, being an excuse. But yes, she's considering contacting you. So what can you do is open up your energy a little bit more, be less scary. I don't think you were in here when I've explained about this, Jessica, but a few months ago, me and who I think is my twin flame, but I can't be sure about that. It feels like it. But anyway, we separated, and I was mad about it. Anyway, we talked maybe a month. I think it was about 6 weeks later. It was the first time I got in touch with him after that, because he needed to figure something out. There was someone else getting involved, and it was all messy. And he needed to figure that out by himself, and he did. But I got with this intuitive hit to get in touch with him, and I got in touch with him, and he's like, now I'm not talking to that guy. I'm like, good. Now I can tell you what was really going on, and his interference and all of that, which he couldn't hear at the time. He was trusting this guy completely and what he was saying. But I said, why didn't you come and see me? Why didn't you talk to me? And he said, because I was scared. And I said, you should have been scared because I was really angry with you. He said, I know, I could feel it. I was scared. I couldn't come and see you because you were really angry. And I was. He was right. So it might not be anger that you're feeling like that, but there's some kind of there's something. You've got something going on in your energy. Now, when we opened those energetic doors, which 6 weeks allowed me to calm down about it, and also it gave me time to not confront the other guy, but detach from that and not care about it. I mean, he's going to be who he is. Apparently his business is failing now, badly, which is always going to happen because it's karma. But yeah, when I energetically opened up, then those doors opened, then I could converse with him. So you might want to look into that, Jessica. Thanks, Raven. Have you got a question for yours, Raven? So, our dreams are being protected. Tell us more, fairies. So not a fairy person, nor a unicorn person, really. So these messages sometimes make me laugh, the fairy messages, because I'm not fluffing rainbows, and you might have noticed. What was Missy saying the other day? She was so funny. Just like, why? She was talking about, you know how I've talked about the spiritual teachers, the mainstream ones, you know, the baby boomers and all of that, the mainstream, at the point of awakening. So there's a lot of people needing to be awakened. They're the Muggle teachers, right? And she was talking about them as well. They're very well marketed and stuff, and it works so well for them, and they make a lot of money from it because they are for the masses, for the awaken, at the point of awakening. And those of us that are doing the deeper stuff, of course, the market is much smaller. But Missy was talking about them, saying how they're talking a breathy voice, and like she was saying, like one of her customers said to her, wow, this woman, this teacher said this amazing thing. And Missy said, well, I told you that like 6 months ago, that same thing, but I didn't say it in a breathy voice. It's funny. Raven, when MC thinks of faith, what is it that goes on within and feeling? When MC thinks of faith, oh, it's a complicated question. There's a cat. I'm just reading your comment now, Sharon, about being the crazy dog lady. There was a cat that was hanging, a Siamese cat that was hanging with us last night when I was talking with my ex, and he said, they don't call them Siamese cats here. Of course, why would they? Um, it's the rest of the world that calls them that. He says they're King Rama cats. King Rama cats are. Anyway, and he said, the cat, it doesn't hang around here when you're not here. The cat just hangs around when you're here. Because you're crazy cat lady. Raven. MC thinks of faith. Uncertainty. Wanting to help but not knowing how to help. Wanting to be supportive but not knowing how to be supportive. Not really trusting themselves. Wanting to help but not knowing how to help. It feels like MC's a masculine, might not be a man, but in that masculine, I want to help, I want to fix it, that kind of thing, but I don't know how to. Wanting to be supportive. Look, be supportive has come out twice. Wanting to be supportive, wanting to help, not really trusting themselves and how to do that and clearing that, letting it go. Not knowing how to help. That's all I'm getting. Not knowing how to help. King Rama cats, yeah, I didn't know that either until last night. Hope that helps, Raven. Fairy. Yeah, so sometimes these twee messages, they make me laugh because it's so not my thing. But I can still get the real message from them. The real message. Sometimes the Doreen vote, those romance angels, especially this one, and I mentioned it, I think it was in the pick a card read. I'll have to show it you. This one. Unrequited love. Look what it says on it. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That is their explanation of unrequited love. Is that ever the case for unrequited love? No. The attraction or chemistry is likely the only thing there, right? It's the rest of the stuff that makes it unrequited, not being on the same page. In something that other people don't see there. Right? Support. I've got the friendship card out here from the fairies. Oh, it looks like the 3 of Cups, doesn't it? It looks like the reunion card with them hanging out there. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Encourage us for our dreams. Our dreams are being protected. We've got to make sure the dream that you've got to those people that are negative Nancy's, that will question it, that will doubt it. You know the ones. Protect your dreams by being careful about who you're being around and who you're sharing that with. I know who not to talk about my man with now. And it's most people, in fact, because the external, how it seems on the surface is like, well, you're being ignored. It can't be right. But I trust my guidance more than anything else and my feelings. I've got to be so careful with what I say. The internet's glitchy, is it? It's not actually kicked me off today yet. Thanks, Maria. Cat and dog cafes. So I would be in the cat one for sure. That's where I'd be getting my coffee every day. Maria, did you just put your question in without a cue and then retract your message to put the cue in? I didn't see what it was. I bet that's what you did. It's funny. For you, it's I fall for her. She has no feelings that way for me. Yeah. So it's got to be all, right? So yeah, maybe it is that, what that card says, the sun. Mm. Do we want another fairy out? No, I think that's enough of fairies. I want to get some love whispers or whatever it's called out. Maria, now that he's no longer on the scene, true feelings about you. Yes, you did. See, I knew it, Maria. It's funny. Not so much feelings about you, but feelings about what's going on. They had the guidance to let it go. They didn't want to. Kind of relieved that you have. They had the guidance themselves to let it go. Yeah, relieved that you have. Oh, very interesting. This is really interesting. So, prepared to get support, Maria. In other words, wanting to do it by themselves. They know that they need help in something, but they want to do it for themselves by themselves. It's almost like now they've let go of you, they can seek the help that they need. Their ego was stopping them from doing that, especially if it was something that you're pointing out to them. Interesting. It's almost like that now they're prepared to do it because it's not for you. It's defiant kind of an energy I'm picking up from this person. I think we've all got that in us. You know, that part of us that says, tell me I can't do it and I'll show you that I can do it. Take pictures and give you the receipts for it. But if someone tells us to do something, we're like, no, I was going to do that, but now you told me to do it, I'm not going to do it. It's that kind of an energy. I think we've all got that in us, right? So I was so going to do that for you, but then you told me to do it, and now I can't do it for you. Sorry. Now they're going to do it. So they're getting focused on themselves. My new decks are on the way to me. They're going to arrive this time. I can feel it. Okay, Whispers of Love. 4 dropped out, and I'm taking them all. We're starting with supportive. Like a genuine effort to show you care. Being supportive. Being supportive but not taking over. Wow, you know all of those lessons that we've been getting about releasing codependency. It's all for very good reason. Maybe it's because the masculine has to get that support elsewhere. We're not, in relationships, we're not the teachers. We're not the therapists. It's a heavy energy. We want partners, people that do it themselves, find that support themselves. We are, as soon as you have a relationship with someone, you're not best placed to be that support. So all of my readings for the last year have been about letting go of that codependency, wanting to fix people, focused on them, helping them out. And now we take a step back, allowing them to sort it out themselves, which is the problem that the masculine has had, is that they've had it too easy. They've been privileged, which has caused them to not have to do the work because it's been easy for them. And the toxic masculine has been not only applauded, but rewarded in all of us. If we're in the toxic masculine, we get more money. And now you're confused, Maria. It's confusing, it is. So, being supportive in a different way now. Being supportive in a different way now. Codependent no more. I read that book. I can't remember what it's like though. Embrace your emotions, masculine and feminine too. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Yeah, masculines and feminines. Oh, look, it's a unicorn. Are they all unicorns, this card? Maybe, yeah. Feminine, embrace your negative emotions. It's safe to stand up and be heard. It's safe to be aggressive and shout out.